Order up, because it's time to survey the scene. We're here with the third and final Valk teaser, setting us up for tomorrow's Stories from the Outlands, Northstar. And what a scene it is to survey. We're here, theoretically, in the Paradise Lounge. And again, we see our iconic red/orange jacket. In the corner, Valk has brought someone for a drink. And someone drinks neat vodka with lemon. Interesting. At least they got sweets on the side. And the sweet tooth, I think, evidently works to set Valk up as apparently a friend of Rampart's. Given Rampart's connections to Uncle QB, at least that's how she refers to him in private, and how Valk seems to have a Chekhov's gun loaded for the Apex Predators, Uncle QB included, I'm surprised that she's making friends, or they're making friends. We actually don't know who, even what gender Valk is yet officially, right? This makes me wonder even more so what gender they are, because you really can't tell from here. But definitely setting us up with Rampart as this contrasting figure, right? I made a speculation in my first video that Valk was going to be going after Rampart for their connection to Kuben Blisk. But to actually have them make friends and have Valk potentially betray the trust of Rampart could actually be a pretty cool way to bring one of the other sort of simpler characters into a more engaged storyline. That's pretty nice. I like this. And evidently, actually, they've been to Rampart's shop a few times. When you consider some of the things we've seen in Rampart's shop, if you recognise this particular Northstar, might give you a bit more of a clue as to what she's after. Is this like a relic of her heritage? As I made sort of a point with this, like what if this were Viper? Again, I don't like Viper, but it would be actually kind of nice to expand on that character through their offspring in some form, right? Rampart having this Titan and the connections between Valk and the Apex Predators, and especially with the thought that they're a flying legend, right? Definitely kind of points you into this being something that Valk wants, and that she's going to have to go through Rampart to get to. I don't think it's going to be as easy as them being just friends, and everything being hunky-dory when you've got this setup here. Those two just don't seem to line up to me, which is nice. I like that we're going to have some emerging conflicts coming out of this, seemingly anyway. A long-time customer that's after something more important that they have to fuck over Rampart to get to is at least a nice avenue that this story could take. It'd be kind of nice to see them just be friends anyway, but Rampart's kind of cool with everybody to an extent. It'd be nice to give her someone to actually clash against properly for the future. So yeah, pretty interesting shit there. The rest of the Paradise Lounge, I think this is the Paradise Lounge. It would be kind of interesting if it weren't, that they've had to go somewhere away from Mirage and the other legends to talk, right? But you obviously have your no gun sign, Nessie, bottle, some statues up here, possibly a live grenade. That'd be quite funny. I imagine you would have seen something a bit more of Mirage if this was the Paradise Lounge. The lighting doesn't look exactly like it's the Paradise Lounge to me. It looks a bit more of a club than a bar, if that makes any sense. But yeah, unsure. We then obviously have some like Apex Legends stickers, a little caustic trap, a little pie bun caustic down here, which is actually a pretty cool little reference. Champion sticker, maybe a Mirage there, Crypto, caustic, Pathfinder. So yeah. Oh, we've even got the Flyer Liars over here. Is that what that one is? Yeah, Flyer Liars. Okay, this is probably the Paradise Lounge, and the Legends have stuck some of their personality all over the bar because they can abuse it because it's Mirage's bar, right? However, we do also have this symbol down here, which you might notice is an upside down version of the Apex Legends logo. And you'll also notice, if any of you have played the game recently and engaged in the new Ash teaser, which I'm not talking about until the teaser actually completes, because there's so much you can speculate on with it, but I'd rather just wait until we know enough to then have concise speculation from that point, right? I think she's working against the Syndicate, all sorts of bullshit. You will recognize this symbol as Ash's Holospray that you use to decrypt her passcode. We've got another like day or so before the firing range launch pad unlocks, which is what the final element of the teaser is, which will give us the information to actually discuss Ash in proper context before I just go wild and start speculating all sorts of fucking bullshit that isn't going to be important, right? So, I hope you are as ready as I am for the new stories from the Outlands coming out tomorrow, named Northstar, as it seems pretty evident that the story of Titanfall 2 is finally getting a proper continuation. There is then the question of what the hell this thing is. Is this a sword? Is this a bow? Is this like a tease for the compound bow? What's Rampart actually wielding here? What is this glowy electric whip thing? Is this her turret over? I don't know. This makes it look like a clash, right? Which, again, I think is a really good development on them having started out as customer, provider, and then friends, especially two characters who share a love for the sweeter things in life, actually coming down to blows. This again just makes me feel all the more confident about Rampart owning Viper's Titan and the connection to Kuben and Blisk being pretty focal in the core of the Season 9 storyline. Again, how Ash is going to play into things relating to all that. She's the actual one that Valk seems to really be after, and she has a much more long-standing connection to Branthium. Yeah, I'd wager that Ash setting up the arena, whether it's as a sort of a side job for the Syndicate, or if she's striking out on her own, because we know that Hammond at least don't give a shit about her, to the point of actively throwing her in a dumpster and making her do all this secretive bullshit to give us a passcode, it would speak to me that Valk then is going to be part of sort of like a triangle of character motivation. That you'll have Valk over here, and you'll have Kuben, Blisk, and Rampart up here, and you'll have Ash over here, and they'll all be competing over something central in the middle. Or the things that are important to each of these edges of the triangle will be put at risk by the other edges. I think that we've actually got a pretty cool interwoven story turning up in Season 9 from this image now, which is pretty damn promising, but probably best to wait until the actual stories from the Outlands. So I'm going to leave it here for now. Well done to the artists for these three pieces. Yet again, another community hire in Alise Gluškova. Your work on all these three pieces was fantastic. All praise to you for these. That's more than enough out of me for now. So, thank you for staying with me, friends. We will be coming back to Ash in the next day or so. We will be discussing the stories from the Outlands Northstar when it releases tomorrow. I'm sorry to be so utterly late with this, but I slept like twice within the space of 24 hours. I was just evidently that shattered. So, thanks for staying with me, friends. I hope you enjoyed the teasers and my little breakdown of them here today. I've been Euclidean Vision, the emotional support. Really in the sort of mood for a drink myself now. Take care of yourselves out there, teammates. And may the glorious light of Passcode shine within you. Bye-bye.